Hello and welcome to Stockroom Floor Vlog. So, just having coffee, just had breakfast. Would like to be out earlier, but I'm not. And now I've realised I've got lots of complex stuff to pack, and I've put it too close to my husband's wardrobe, which is very dusty because obviously the industry that he works in. And let's hope it's not asbestos, because that's what he's been dealing with. Sometimes I feel like I'm going to be like one of those people who's on BBC programmes going, I didn't expect this to happen. I'm going to fight the company he works for to the death. Anyway, I have lots of stuff to pack up, and I'm sort of thinking that maybe I wouldn't mind going to the charity shop, because I literally haven't gone for like 2.5 weeks. I think it's 2.5 weeks, probably longer. No, it's 2.5 weeks, because the last time I went, I actually went with a fellow reseller. So because I've been dealing with my backlog and trying to gain control of my stockroom, I know that I haven't been, and now I've got lots of I have 8 sales, because I suppose I have been pushing it quite hard, and I have managed to pay for my eBay fees quite easily this month, which they went out yesterday, and earnings that I had yesterday were pretty much swallowed up by them, but I still had £60. But there you go. So this Lego set has sold for 20. I've sold this one before for 20, and it didn't have instructions, so what it's a coupon. This one, both of these which I struggled to actually find, and then this one which I really struggled to find because it's obviously in one of these lateral flow test bags, which I just felt was just a waste. That sold for a £5 because it is just a very basic 1970s set. Then I have sold this Bravissimo top, which I was kind of keen to keep for myself, and then decided to declutter it because it's just ridiculous. That sold for 15. This has sold for 10. I thought this would sell over the summer because I thought the print on it was really nice. It's hot air balloons. Hot air balloons. But that's manta ray, and the arse has fallen out of manta ray because nobody even remembers what the hell Debenhams was. And I've got to be really careful because I've got a chiffon skirt here, and I've been sorting Lego, which therefore means that my nails are a disgrace. Oh, they're just horrible. This I sold yesterday as I was walking to the post office, which always seems to happen. So they used a coupon. It was up for 15, and they used a coupon, so it was like £13.50. And that's just Ted Baker, just a basic t-shirt, which I never expect to get that much for. And then there's this, which is another thing that I've decluttered. I know that I've put a lot of my personal items onto my business account, but it's just because if I log out of my business account and I log into my private account, that tends to be when I end up being locked out of both accounts completely. So it just becomes annoying. So I don't tend to do that, because whatever eBay are doing, you know, the multiple things that eBay are doing to ruin their own platform in the guise of trying to improve it. That's better. That was a liability. Yeah. So this skirt, which I thought I'd priced quite highly because I kind of wanted to keep it. Not that I was ever going to slim down. So I have listed this as size 10, even though it's size 14, because this is 30 inches here, which is not size 14. So this is Miss Selfridge, part of a project series, which is it was a limited run apparently of black garments that were designed by the assistant buyers, but they're quite cool things, but there's no real there's no way of gauging how much they sell for. So I put that on for 25, and I think they used my coupon or something. I don't know, maybe they didn't. No, I sent an offer and they accepted that at 20. And then I've got I'm just not looking forward to packing this stuff. I'm actually going to pack them and then I'll show you these other bits and pack them. Put those bits away now. Yeah, poly bags, and put the Lego sets in packaging. So the last two things I've got to do, I have got a bundle of jigsaws. So these are all Wasgage ones, which I've done. Last time I bundled some of these up, admittedly I had 4, or it might have been 5, and I sold them for 30. These are only sold for 15, but I actually I want to get my storage situation back. And if I'm going to go back into work, when I go back into work, I don't want to have like too much bulky stuff. I just want to have like easy stuff, because the theory is that I do the post and it's all ready, and my husband, who usually finishes, well, I say this, but this week he's been finishing at 4:30, so this isn't going to work out. He usually finishes at 3, and then he just would drop the stuff off at the post office. So I don't know how this is actually going to work. This is the theory. Yeah, the theory. I had this theory before when I was working, and I used to be selling a fair bit on eBay. And there was a post office that was open until 8 o'clock, and I used to go there. But the amount of times that I went there and it wasn't open, it just became a right farce. Yeah, don't even think about it. So anyway, these have got to go to UPS, and they're paid postage on top of that, but it's neither here nor there because they're just jigsaws. And then there's this, which, yes, I've got a nice box for it, but now I've got to package it, and as part of me is like thinking, why didn't I just package this up at the time? Yes, I found a box that is like fits it perfectly, but I haven't parcelled it up. So the auction ended last night at £24. So let's hope that they have read that it's faulty. I mean, obviously they must have read that it's faulty. And I put a very obvious video on the thingy that it was, the tape deck part was broken. So hopefully they have read that. But if they hadn't, then it would have gone up to 60, because these generally sell for about 50 or 60. So £25 sounds about right for a faulty one, you know. But it's only faulty if you're using your tapes. So I've now got to package both these things up. Thankfully, the new UPS, was the old UPS, is now there. So that's what I'm going to do. There's miraculously a Royal Mail drop-off point in the exact same shop now, which I used yesterday because I had to go to UPS yesterday with a whole load of books, because I really am trying to push through getting rid of all the bulky bits. And then it's an easy walk for me to go to my honey hole, and I think I'm just going to go and have a look, pick up the obvious quick flips. And by obvious quick flicks, I mean there's stuff which there's things like there's 3 jumpers that I put on Tuesday which sold within 24 hours. Those are really quick flips. I've actually found some other stuff which I should have listed, which is very annoying. There's 2 things that I put in the laundry which I hadn't photographed, so I could have done them. It's just that I had a whitewash which was really obvious because it was like drying, so I did the cream and the white stuff, white items, and then this stuff had gone in the general wash with our bits because, you know, we're very dark. And I forgot about them, and one of them is, you know, quite an expensive jumper. So I'm just going to go and see if there's any like really quick flips, because there's no point in missing out. I haven't been for 2 weeks and it's important. And now I've got to package this up because I kind of wanted to be moving off a bit faster than it is, and it's like gone 9 and I'm not. Okay, today is now going wrong. I have another sale to pack up, which I thought was great, and I now have to go and collect a printer, which I've just bought, because my printer, I've sat all morning. I mean, now I've got ink all over my hands, which you can't see. I have probably done quite a good job of washing it off. I'm sorry you're not mic'd because I'm pissed off. So my printer is just, the alignment went funny yesterday because the woman had problems scanning it, and I've had a few things, and now the alignment has completely gone on my printer, and I have no clue why. And now it's screwing things up. Can you hear that? Why is it doing that? Anyway, I'm going down to Curry's to pick up a new printer, and hopefully I can carry on with my day. We are now on the detour and got a printer. I know that you probably think, oh, I should just have one of these other ones, but I like one that I can do everything with. I know everybody wants a thermal printer, but yeah, they were straight away. And now I'm going to go to Bernardo's. Hopefully fate has brought me here. Okay. You get days like this, don't you? Oh, isn't it good that I started vlogging today and you can see the pain in my face? I tell you, I just don't understand. Well, no, I do understand, because this is the doorway to hell. So obviously the world and the karma and Sod's Law and all the other crazy bullshitty things noticed that I had 9 orders to do today. So even though it's been a catastrophe, and I've had a lot of days where I've only had 2 or 3 orders, or even 1 or even 0, but 0 wouldn't happen. 0 wouldn't throw this problem up. But no, it has to pick the day when I've got 9 orders and I'm on a 1-day dispatch for the printer to go wrong. Anyway, I have set the printer up, which seemed to take forever. It seems to have done it. I think I bought a dirt cheap printer. The trouble is that they had some really nice printers which were reduced and on offer and not available to collect because it's Black Friday month. So they had all these Black Friday offers. So there was some really good stuff which I could have picked up, which was very similar to the one that I had. But the thing is that I've wasted a lot of time this morning because I did every alignment and every cleaning chore that I could, of which there is about 8 on the printer, and each of them takes 5 or 10 minutes each. So that's delayed me. Thankfully, my husband didn't have the car. I have this one thing here which I need to pack up. I mean, it's only 11:45. Oh my God, my nose is itching. It's probably because I've been crawling around at the back of the computer. Where even though you dust, the dust is still there. And I do dust quite regularly. It's still there. So I've got this little fire snorkel something or other which I need to pack up. So I'm just going to sit here and just bust this up. Bust it up, break all the Lego, so the person at the other end goes, "Hey man, what's this?" So the first thing I did when I printed it off, obviously it fitted it to the page, made it the biggest barcode, somebody over on the other side of Trafford is got the scanner out. So I've done all that. I know, and maybe there isn't anything wrong with the old printer. It's just there's been a few times where it hasn't scanned, and yesterday it wasn't scanning, and I do feel that it was on the way out, and obviously because of what I do reselling, it was banging it out. I don't know. I also could have gone for another one. It's just I bought the mother load of ink cartridges. It's just sod law, isn't it? I bought the mother load of ink cartridges that are compatible with my old one, and I was like, no way am I getting stuck with all these ink cartridges, even though I know that I could probably sell them for a load. But when I've got 3 of each ink cartridges for the other one, I wanted to find one that was still compatible with what I had, which is what I have got, because I'm quite happy with Canon. I think it's okay. I have used the other one a lot. Obviously this isn't 1992. We can't expect things to last any more than 20 minutes. That one, That printer's lasted me, I was in this room, so it's lasted 5 years, that printer. You know, and it's not ordinary use, is it, when you're an eBay reseller? So it stands to reason. It's tax deductible. I've got a new printer. I've spent £60. I could have spent 40, but I needed it today, which is a shame. I'm just busting up all this Lego. When I break all this Lego down so that I can send it large letter, I'm always convinced that I'm going to. I have done it once where I've sent something off and it was missing a piece, which I found. I actually found it on the carpet. I think it was over Christmas as well, and this person built it over Christmas and they were highly disappointed. And even though I like sent replacement parts, they weren't impressed. But these things happen. Right. It's only 1 o'clock. There were moments when I thought that I was running a bit later, but that's because the car, because obviously I jumped in the car is still on British summertime. And it will stay on British summertime. You know, it's a positive thing to have something that's always in British summertime, isn't it? I think. Is that one big enough? No, not really. This one's not really very sturdy either. So I'm just taking my time. I was swearing like fucking mad earlier because it just doesn't, it's like I say, it just knows, you know, it knows that I've got these 2 UPS things. I printed off two of the Royal Mail ones just to see if it was like a UPS glitch, and it was crazy. So it was just the alignment is like completely out, and the more I did it, the worse it got. The more I cleaned it, the worse it got. That's a way to live your life. The more I cleaned things, the more it got worse. So I just lived in squalor and had plenty of time to do leisurely activities because I wasn't cleaning. Oh, I don't actually know if this is going to go large letter. I usually have these in sturdier card, but I think this is like more recycled card. Yeah, I don't think that one's going to be large letter as much as I want it to be. So I do it like that, and then I put it in a Jiffy, yes. I get confused between Jiffies and poly bags. And the cackling laughter that I have from millennials when I say I want a Jiffy bag. I have no idea what I'm asking for now, because I'm in my 40s and I should be somebody's mother. But apparently living this life. And I can't believe I've just had to like extract the other printer, set up a new printer on a day when I've got Lego everywhere. So I had to extract the printer in the hallway. I know I could have come in here, but everything, it's just like, it just knew that everything was in chaos. These are bigger bags. Bigger bags. All my envelopes are in the other room. It's another thing that I would really like to do. So it just looks terrible here. So this bit here is where my husband's wardrobe is. So I'd like to get all the stuff off of here, and so some of my packages is in there, and then I've got one that's exactly the same, and I'd kind of like them all to be together, and it would be really nice, but then I can't extract that from there because it's beautifully aligned with the thingy. Then I guess I could put that there. Yeah, I could put that there, and then we could just have a line of the other ones there. I don't know. I just want it to, it would be really nice to just have a nice setup in here. Anyway, what a catastrophe. Let's see if I can get the rest of the post done. I'll show you some of this fucking mess. Stupid new printer, and it is stupid. Me and him, I don't think we're going to get on. Are you going to stop being a knobhead? the alignment is completely out on this one. So it's missing off loads and loads of things, and it keeps like zooming in on things. I think it's because UPS print right to the edge, and I just can't find a way of sorting it out, and I just don't have the time to fuck about with this. So this was what started it all this morning, when this piece of paper, this piece of paper, in this piece of paper, which is the first time I tried to print this thing, which you can see there, this one wasn't it wasn't printing like wrong, and it was it gave me a margin. So I don't know why this one's not giving me a margin. I've like realigned the paper thousands of times. Obviously I'm running out of time. I need to get these dropped off. I mean, the rate I'm going, I'm not going to get the UPS drop off today, which is what I wanted. And this is in chaos. And I've got my Hoover there drying. Oh God, why do these things happen? And the charity shop was garbage as well. I got nothing. Okay, I have dropped my post off. Thank goodness that this place has sorted itself out, and it's now a post office and UPS and in post lockers and whatever else. So this is in a different part of the Manchester ghetto. More high rises. High rises out the back. High rises over there. Boarded up windows over there. Yeah, I don't like it because this is the proper ghetto. I was hoping to just drop off here and then just walk to my usual charity shop, but that didn't happen. Right, so I'm going to go home, take a chill pill, and I was going to buy some food in there, but I haven't, so I'll just have cheese on toast. Blue sky, blue sky. Oh look, a big black cloud just over where I am. Well, I have to say I have had more productive days than today, but you know, I suppose you have to have days like today so you can get them out of the way. Just have the like normal days. Playing my game here. Chilling out, just had a bowl of cereal because I couldn't be asked to do anything else. Having a coffee, which I think has already gone cold. Not quite. So obviously I now have a new printer. I'm not sure that I've really, because I just picked a printer that was compatible with my old ink cartridges, probably not the best because of the way the paper's like front loading, but I mean, never mind, it'll do all the things that I need it to do. I am not going to throw the other printer away. I noticed that I've got the box actually up there. I'm going to see if I can get it repaired. Not by a person. Let me just, I'm not on my normal camera set up here at all, and I've got the phone round the wrong way. So it's probably going to slide now and fall. Yeah, it was an alignment issue, but obviously because I'm on a 1-day dispatch, I didn't have the time to be faffing around. So I just thought, I'm going to go and get another printer. The guy was like really apologetic as well when I got to Curry's, and he was like, oh, I'm sorry for the delay. Even though I went in there was no queue. He was like, yes, because I've got such a weird surname as in glue, they immediately found it and just brought it straight out to me. And he was like, oh, sorry for the delay. And I'm like, well, I thought it was quite timely, really. Oh, well, then that's great. And then, of course, I went to the charity shop. That was a complete washout. There was nothing there. 3 weeks ago when I last went, all the stuff which they sort of cleared the shelves for was still all empty. Just rubbish. They did have a jigsaw in there. But then I just sold a load of jigsaws and I didn't really want them, and I don't know, I just came back. There just wasn't anything there. There was a lot of Primark for quite expensive prices for Primark, and I just wasn't interested. So there was me hoping that it was like fate that I was up that way, but it just wasn't. So anyway, the post was done. I've got to try and work out. There's something about the spacing on that printer the new printer that I've bought that isn't quite right. But I am going to get out the old printer because, so the alignment is sort of like So with the barcodes, it was like half the barcode was there and then part of it was there. So if there was a line down there, it was sort of all over. I can't show you now because I've tidied it up and put it all in the bins. But where the line was, it was just it's sort of doing one bit there and doing one bit there. So when you're doing alignment, you print that sheet off and then you put that on the scanner, and it's supposed to like work out where the gaps is. But the scanner's not detailed enough to be able to know. So I've watched a YouTube video about how to do it manually, and I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. So we will see. Hopefully I'll be able to get it sorted. But for the meantime, I am now going to just sort Lego. I have a lot of Lego that's still out. I was hoping to just go to my normal charity shop, be back here for like midday, and then carry on with that. But you know, that's just completely gone out of the window. I didn't miss the UPS pickup point because I was just looking at it. So it said I produced the UPS labels at 9:30 this morning. And then I didn't drop them off until like 1:30, and then they were picked up at 2:30. So they'll be delivered tomorrow, so at least that's okay, and at least everything is scanning okay. Yeah, so a bit of a faff of a day. That's like 5 hours wasted. Well, 4 hours wasted. I did spend, you know, half an hour in the charity shop just looking at all the pointlessness. But there you go. Right, so what a ridiculous day. And now I'm going to carry on with Lego, which was the whole point of the day anyway. So thank you for watching. I just these things seem to just happen to me a lot. It's just one catastrophe after another, and it just never stops. So I don't really know. I'm sure that you lot just watch because you want to feel better about yourself seeing some nutcase. So anyway, goodbye from me. Goodbye from Sean. Hi. And goodbye. God, you look a bit crazy in the camera. Why are you looking so crazy? Anyway, yes, I'm going to go. I'm going to try and like salvage something for the day, get some listing done, get some Lego assembled, because at the moment there's no carpet, and that was one of the parts of the sod's law about this printer breaking, is the fact that it decided to do it on a day when I couldn't really like lay stuff out on the carpet because I had Lego there. So I'm going to sort all that out now. Thank you for watching. Please ensure that you subscribe so that you can see more chaos unfolding before your eyes. Goodbye.